What's up, guys? Today we're talking about reviving a distressed hydrangea. I'm glad you could join me for this video, and I'm gonna jump right into it. Don't forget, hit that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Now I'm finally going to do something about these hydrangeas. I have two of them. These are spike hydrangeas. They're macrophilia, the mop head types, and I'm in a zone 5. So usually what happens, well, not usually, every year since I've had this is what happens. You see these buds, they come out, let me focus here, on the old wood, and that is where you're supposed to get your flowers from the current year. Mind you, it does push new growth from the bottom. Let me take you over to this one. It has more growth on the bottom, but it does push new growth from the bottom, but those don't flower in the current year. The flower is supposed to come from these buds, but most of the time the buds don't make it through our Toronto winter. Now I've wrapped them up, I've mounded them up with leaves. Doesn't seem to work. So what I'm gonna do is dig them out and plant them in pots and store them in the garage over the winter to hopefully save the buds and finally get some blooms on these babies. This hydrangea proved to be a little bit stubborn. It took me a little bit of muscle to get it out, but it wasn't too bad, and I think I got most of the root ball out pretty much intact. So I put a little bit of this fertilizer into the soil and I mixed it all up really well. I think it's a pretty good fit in this pot. So I'm just going to make sure that I have it all filled in quite nicely. Try not to have any air pockets down in there. And hopefully this will do a lot better in here, and it'll start giving some blooms. So far on this hydrangea, you can see all the new growth that's growing from the bottom. Now this does grow on old wood. Now on this plant, I don't see, well, I see a tiny little sprout there that would be on old wood, and possibly a little green in this one here, but most of these up top here still nothing, and all this growth is new shoots coming from the bottom. Now on this other one, I do have new growth coming from the bottom, but look at that, I have some growth coming from the old wood, which is what this thing is supposed to bloom on. See, I have a little bud there and another one back there and all of these beauties here. So I'll just keep an eye on it, keep feeding it, and we'll see what happens. So that's it for me, guys. Here's a few shots of what my hydrangea is supposed to look like. Let's hope that this distressed hydrangea will get what it needs and start giving me some of these gorgeous blooms. Take care. Bye for now, guys.